Yakitori. The word yaki in yakitori is grilled and tori is chicken. So literally this simple dish is grilled chicken. Yakitori can be street food from cart vendors. It can be gourmet food at a dedicated restaurant. It also can be bought in supermarkets for home use.
We're in a small alleyway near Shimbashi and I'm surrounded by so many yakitori restaurants. They're going to be full and packed and smoky in a few minutes. But I'm still looking for a place to enter, somewhere small, something interesting, something more warm, something more cozy.
Yakitori is really simple, but one of my favorite Japanese cuisines. Yakitori restaurants can be at street level with smoke billowing away. It can be a gourmet restaurant where some interesting and expensive plates are used. And today, we are going to show you what it's all about. After seeing so many beautiful and fancy yakitori restaurants at street level, we are here today at a small mom and pop shop. These have been the backbone of Japanese cuisine, and it's a culture and it's a family connection that you'd have at a place like this. And I wanted to show the beginning of the fire when it starts. And I wanted to show a place where that uses white charcoal instead of black. White charcoal is in Japanese as binchotan. It's fired at a higher temperature and the charcoal becomes denser. And if you heat two together, it rings like steel. These are very dense and it produces less carbon dioxide while it's burning. Many of my guests who come to Nihonbashi, they are greeted with a yakitori grill right at the entrance. And we use black charcoal because I can't find any white. And I'm trying to make it in Sri Lanka because we have a lot of hardwood available. What he's using is an uchiwa, which is a Japanese fan. But that thing is probably old as him. And it's made by bamboo and rice paper. And that process of sending air through the charcoal actually makes it faster. It's been about 15 minutes since they put the charcoal on the fire. And right now I can feel the heat coming towards me. And I can't wait till it gets hotter to cook something on it soon. You can hear the sound. It's like little coins falling into something. It's all red like steel ingots. I mean, I do this at the restaurant every night, but it's regular charcoal and it doesn't have that clanging sound or the glow of amber. There's no flame at all on this thing. I came onto this side just to see how uniform and flat all the charcoal is here. The heat is really uniform, it's hot. And I just want to show this one. This is the tare that we use in yakitori to cook. And this shop in this location is 33 years old. And the beginning of this sauce is 33 years ago. So the base stock, the first one that you started out with, is 33 years old here. So now let's get cooking and do some yakitori eating. ちょっと注文よろしいですか？鶏とぼんじりと砂肝塩でお願いします。What I ordered is chicken gizzard and chicken skin, chicken tail, also known as bishop's nose, and chicken leg meat with leek in it. 何分ぐらいで出来上がるんですか？この温度で。
だいたい4、5分ですね。4、5分ぐらいだったと思うんですが、タレですと一回こうつけてまた焼くんで、つけ焼きするんで、それがちょっとかかるかも。
私のお店で面白く、焼き鳥台でやってるものが一つありまして、フォアグラなんです。
フォアグラ。
普通のガスの炎だったら焼けないですね。弱すぎて。で、炭を使うと、すぐに上と下が固まるっていうか、焦げ目がついて、そこからもう油が出ないようになって。
大きさはどれぐらいの
？1センチぐらいの厚さでドンと。
まんま。
はい。
それは贅沢ですね。
それをやっぱり白人のシェフはする元気ないんですよ。フォアグラは高くて炭の上でバーベキューだから。
これ網を使う？串に刺して。それは難しいですね。
多分世の中僕しかやってないと思うんですけど、あともう一つうちの焼き鳥のメニューに載ってるんですけど、 エビなんです。
ああ、
スリランカエビたくさん作ってまして、塩焼きがすごく美味しいんですよね。だから1本ずつでも注文できるように焼き鳥メニューになってるんです。I do one thing different from a different yakitori restaurant in Japan. I actually have prawns on the list. Yakitori means grilled chicken, but it's permissible to have pork. Sri Lanka having a lot of prawns and we export a lot of it. And as a kid, I used to have this at home at barbecues. And my mom did it. And I thought the best way to do it is on charcoal. So I am probably the only one in the world who adds prawns at the bottom. And almost everybody orders it with salt, even Sri Lankan guests. The salt brings out the sweetness in the prawn out. And because of the heat, that process is fastened and it's sweeter. Okay, here we go. Chicken tail, chicken gizzard. You can be a bit more refined or civilized and use your chopsticks to roll the meat off the skewer before you eat it. I'm going to have the chicken tail now. Wow, tastes different from Colombo. Interesting texture and it's really, really fatty. So don't eat too much of it. すいません。ありがとうございます。いただきます。And this is chicken skin. Crispy. Wow, when you bite into it, you feel the oil exploding in your mouth and rather hot too. I just want to point out one fact. We are about 300 meters from the Ritz-Carlton. Above us is Roppongi. It is so nice to see something, a place like this, so warm, inviting, friendly, almost family-like. And Japan has lost that sometimes. And this is what Japanese shokubunka or culture is, where you interact with the owner, the chef of the restaurant, and you are someone.
Welcome. This is Nihonbashi's main restaurant and we're at the entrance of it. And this is where we prepare yakitori. Yakitori is really, really important to Nihonbashi and it took me 5 years to get it right. It even cost me money to take my chefs to Tokyo just to eat yakitori. In the beginning we didn't do it right, although the techniques were correct. And the simplicity of getting this right lied in charcoal. And today I'm going to show you what we do here and enjoy some really, really, really interesting chicken dishes. A couple of programs ago, I told you chicken is not chicken. And they all have different flavors and textures and different kinds of juicinesses and succulencies, crunchiness, and they're really, really wonderful stuff. And now that we got everything right for yakitori here ready, let's go to make some. This is chicken cartilage. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chickens worth of cartilage here, and I left the meat around it. It's really, really, really nice. This one everyone knows, the wings. Liver. Skin, my favorite part. Oh, this is another one, heart. If you think of it, heart is a muscle. It keeps working the whole life of anything. And it's really, really crunchy and nice. Tail. Leg meat. Gizzard. In a yakitori restaurant, there are 2 ways of making yakitori. One is shio, which is salt. Other one is tare, which is a sauce. I'm going to recommend which is best for what part of chicken. Cartilage and gizzard and chicken heart is a salt, a shio must. You're only using salt. Tail, skin, liver works well with sauce. Wings and chicken leg meat actually can go both ways. So let me just sprinkle some salt here. I'm using Sri Lankan sea salt. This country, for some reason, everyone thinks that anything, if it's imported, it's better. Our sea is really very clean and we make some really, really good salts. I don't understand why we don't use that. So depending on the size, thickness of whatever you're cooking, the cooking time changes. The heart's almost done. Let me just get to skin and livers. Okay, I'm going to take the skin. Many people think yakitori is barbecue, and everyone comes and asks, can we have those barbecue skewers? I think the barbecue, the word alone, is like such a derogatory term to such a great way of cooking. The flavors you get from charcoal is so immense, and it changes everything, no matter what you cook. All this I learned by eating. Eating so much in Japan and talking to so many people, trying to get it right. And this particular dish, the secret was not in the chicken, was not in the sauce, it was in the fire.